Everyone, today I am going to talk about SMB enumeration. Before enumerating the SMB port, we first need to know what exactly is SMB. So, SMB is the server message block, a modernized concept of what was used to call as Common Internet File System. It works as an application layer network protocol. It is designed to use as a file sharing protocol. So, the SMB protocol delegates the client to communicate with other participants in the same network, allowing it to access files or services open to it in the network. So, in order for it to function, the other device also required the implemented network protocol and receive and process the respective client request using an SMB server application. So, SMB has many versions: CIFS, SMB 1.0, SMB 2.0, and so on. Presently, the latest version of SMB is the SMB 3.1.1, which was introduced with Windows 10 and Windows Server 2016. So, SMB protocol supports two levels of security. The first is share level. The server is protected at this level, and each share has a password. The client computer or user has to enter the password to access data or files saved under the specific share. This is the only security model available in the Core and Core Plus SMG protocol definitions. User level protection was added later to the SMB protocol. It is applied to individual files, and each share is based on specific user access rights. Once a server authenticates the client, he or she is given a unique identification that is presented upon access to the server. So we will start the enumeration of the SMB by finding the host name of the target machine. This can be done by various tools. One of them is NMB lookup. So we started with NMB lookup tool. It is designed to make use of queries for the NetBIOS name and then map them to their subsequent IP address in the network. This option allows the name queries to be directed at a particular IP broadcast area or a particular machine. All queries are done over UDP here. So here we see, so first of all, I am using a Metasploitable, which is already a vulnerable machine to be practiced on. So make sure whoever you are performing SMB enumeration on, you have permission to do that. So when I did NMB lookup on the Metasploitable IP, I got its host name to be as Metasploitable in caps. So moving forward, we used NBT scan tool. NBT scan is a program for scanning IP networks for NetBIOS name information. So here we can see that I have enumerated the host name to be as Metasploitable. We can also use Nmap script to retrieve the target's NetBIOS name and MAC address. So here we can see that it has given us the NetBIOS name as Metasploitable. We can sometimes also use the ping command to detect the hostname of an SMB server or machine. The A parameter specifies reverse name resolution to be performed on the destination IP address. If this is successful, ping will display the corresponding hostname here, but in our case it was not successful, so it just showed us the IP. We can also use NSE script attempt to determine the operating system, computer name, domain, workgroup, and current time over the SMB protocol. So here I've used SMB OS discovery to find out that, and it has given us that the operating system is Unix Samba 3.0.20 Debian, and the computer name is Metasploitable. It has given us the domain name as local domain, and the system time and FTQN. So as we discussed earlier, that SMB works on sharing files and resources, and in order to transfer these files or resources, there are data streams that are called shares. So there are public shares that are accessible to everyone on the network, and then there are user specific shares. So let's enumerate these shares. SMB map allows users to enumerate Samba shared drives across an entire domain, list share drives, drive permissions, share contents, upload or download functionality, file name, auto download, pattern matching, and even execute remote commands. This tool was designed with pen testing in mind and is intended to simplify searching for potential sensitive data across large networks. So here we can see that the target machine has some shares. There is a share by the name of TMP here. So that must be a public share. Let's enumerate this particular share. It has shown us that that we have the permission to read and write. and for other disks we have no access. So next we use SMB client. So when we used SMB client, so first of all, SMB client is a Samba client with an FTP-like interface. Okay, so it is a useful tool to test connectivity to a Windows share. So here, as you can see, I performed the SMB client on the particular Metasploitable IP. I already knew the password for it. So as soon as I entered the password, it has shown me all the shares, the type, and the comment. And we earlier saw that TMP was readable and writable. So when I tried to access it using the SMB client, the anonymous login was successful and we got into the SMB. When we connected it to the SMB, we can see that there are these D, DR, TH, and R, and HR. So what does all of these actually mean? So D is D here means directory, R means read only file, and H means hidden file. So it has shown us that the current directory is just a directory, and these two dots are a read only directory, or you can say it as a parent directory. And this ISE Unix is a hidden directory. These XX1 Unix is also a hidden directory. And the 51831 is a regular file, a regular read-only file. And this X0 lock is a hidden read-only file. So we got access to the SMB. Now we can look for any files and save it on our PC, upload it, or do many multiple things here. Thank you.